goes Kobe Kelly. Here comes the pass. No, it's an inside shuffle pass. Goes to Pappy Silver. Silver to the 25-30. Silver to the 35-40. Silver to the 50. Silver to the 45. Silver wrestling down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10, Grace. Just outside the Kingston 38-yard line. Heath Hatmaker, the center. Shotgun, Devin Smith.
I can't stop.
At the 13-yard line. Handoff inside. No. Devin Smith back to pass once again. He's looking. He's throwing. He finds Jeffrey Rick Reynolds at the 5, 4, 3. He's at the 2. He skips at the 1. He goes into the land of milk and honey for the Grace Christian Academy Rams. Touchdown.
I can't stop.
Off inside to Maurice Lane. Lane is going to be stopped, corralled, dropped back downfield at the 20-yard line.
I can't stop.
Handoff inside. It's a double handoff. Wallslager gets the ball on the end around. Wallslager to the 45-40. Wallslager to the 35-30. Wallslager with speed to the 25-yard line and brought down just inside the 25 to the 23. Under center this time comes the senior quarterback for Grace, Devin Smith. Smith with Nathan in line. Silver is going to be a throwback pass to Nathan Silver. Catches at the 30 to the 35. Silver with speed to the 50, 45. There's 45, 20, 25, 20. He's at the 15, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Inman gets a snap, flicks it back to Devin Smith. Smith, low pass downfield is going to be complete at the 10-yard line, inside the 10-yard line. Hand off Maurice Lane. Maurice Lane is pounded at the 15-yard line and dropped for no gain. Second and 15, Mike.
And yet filling very well from that outside linebacker position.
Comes Devin Smith offside. It's going to be called on Kingston.
Again, Nathan Silver, Pappy showing his vision, cutting it back across the grain. Had 3 Yellow Jackets on him. They chose to try to strip it. He showed how strong he is, ran straight out of that, almost broke it for a long touchdown run.
Side goes Green. Green to the far side. Cuts up at the 30-yard line. Green inside to the 25. Green gets a first down inside, marking at the 22-yard line. First and 10 for GCA. in, but it's going to be back to pass after a pitch. Now pass is going to be up. It's going to be caught. Touchdown! A halfback pass from Kyron Inman to
That was Kobe Kelly.
handoff. No. Quick flip out to Green. Pass complete to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. First down along the near sideline. Scampers Spencer Green. Green. Handoff Green. No fake. Back to pass goes Smith. Smith past Jeffrey McReynolds catches the ball at the 40-yard line to the 35 to the 30. McReynolds makes his way inside the 25-yard line and is wrestled down inside the 20. First and 10. A huge first down for the GCA Rams.
Oh.
What a play.
Waldschlager out in the flat on the far side. Devin just on the swing pass out there. Waldschlager did all that on his own. He had two defenders out there, and they didn't respect the speed. They didn't know the speed. Waldschlager took it straight to the corner, straight to the first down marker.
We're back at Kingston High School. The whistle is blown. Play will resume. For Grace Christ Academy offense that has been proficient so far in this game, 338 yards in the first half. They had over 412 yards in the first quarter last week against Austin East.
Affectionately known as the truck, number 3, Wade Sluss. I think he just, had a few words for the senior there. The senior didn't like it, so we'll see how that plays out the rest of the time.
Radical mind, day and night, all the time. 714, live the mind. Maniac, radiac, winning the game. I'm the lyrical Jesse James. Quality, I possess. Don't say I'm fresh. When my voice goes through the mesh of the microphone that I am holding. Copywritten lyrics so they can't be stolen if they all snap. Snap. Don't need the police to try to save them. Your voice will sing. So please, stay on my back. And you don't want that.
Defensive coordinator for Kingston's jumping up and down. Straven back to pass. Goes Smith. Smith long downfield. It's going to be caught to Kobe Kelly at the 25-20. Kobe Kelly goes to the 25 to the 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Dribbles the ball into the end zone like he was getting ready to take a layup in. Touchdown, Grace.
I possess, don't say I'm fresh. When my voice goes through the rest of the microphone that I am holding. Copywritten lyrics so they can't be stolen if they all snap. Don't need the police to try to save them. Your voice will sleep. So please stay off my back or I will attack. And you don't want that.
I've got the power. I've got the power. I've got the power.
band is an award-winning band, we've been told, and they have proven it. Man, they are absolutely fantastic. We expect also to hear from Austin Peay State University as they move to the sidelines and get set to play. Our score here is 27-6. It is Grace leading Kingston, GCA ranked number 1 in the state, Class 2A, as they come into this game tonight. There are a lot of other great games. Of course, everybody's eyes are in Blount County. Maryville and Alcoa are teeing it up tonight, back on a Friday night after being on Saturday and then on Sunday 2 years successively, and 2 years a win for the Maryville High School Rebels. It is 2009-2010 were the 2 years that Coach Gary Rankin and his Tornadoes have won that game. Rankin is 2-7 in 9 years against Maryville at his place in Alcoa. Mike, any updated score from Maryville and Alcoa?
Yeah, Bob, just running down some of these scores of interest. You got Maryville leading Alcoa 21-0. Fulton over Bearden, no surprise there as the Falcons continue their dominance. And 4A, got Powell jumping out on CAK, 28-14. And Catholic up 28-7 over Coalfield. Big game for the number 1 team in 1A in the state. And looks like they're struggling. It's always a struggle. And you GCA folks out there will attest to that. Anytime we play these bigger schools, it's always a struggle when they can platoon folks in, play them on one side of the ball, and you have to play your folks on both sides of the ball. It just wears you down. So Coalfield struggling 28-7 right now. You got Farragut, the Admirals 24, Oak Ridge 3. Carnes having a rough time with Hardin Valley 15-8. They're in a battle. Again, your score here in Kingston. Grace Christian Academy 27, Kingston 6. Our friends up to the north, Oneida, the Oneida Indians hosting the Hampton Bulldogs tonight. That's 2 playoff teams in 2A, 2 teams that we could face down the road battling tonight. They're in a tight lockup, 17-6. You'll remember that Oneida defeated Rockwood last week in overtime at Rockwood, 13-12 on a missed field goal. Here's a good one, William Blunt and Morristown East. William Blunt is where the coach from Greenback went to take over. Justin Ridge took over that program over the spring, and he's got them deadlocked with Morristown East. Morristown East, very good football team this year. Up in the Upper East Tennessee. No, I'm sorry. We're going to Lenoir City, Loudon now, Bob. Lenoir City. The Battle of the Bridge down in Loudoun County. Lenoir City 6, Loudon nothing. Our friends to the south, Boyd Buchanan locked in one over McMinn Central. McMinn Central is an opponent of GCA later on in the season, just a couple of weeks away, I do believe. On Friday the 13th, Bob reminds me. It's Friday the 13th. We will be facing McMinn Central at McMinn Central. They are leading Boyd Buchanan 12-7 right now. Bob, back over to you.
And as a matter of fact, it's a good idea to take a look at the schedule for the rest of the season. Of course, tonight in Kingston, Tennessee, Roane County High School, Kingston High School, winning over the Yellow Jackets at halftime by a score of 27-6. What a tremendous band the Yellow Jackets have. I mean, great sound, loud on pitch, great flags. I tell you, it's a sight to behold. The beauty. This is one of those award-winning bands. Now, looking down the schedule, Grace Christian Academy will play Tellico Plains at home next week. Again, all kickoff times are 7:30. All air times on 92.3 FM are going to be 7 o'clock. There will be a 7:30 game, of course. McMinn Central at McMinn Central on Friday the 13th, as we said earlier. That may be a game where we bring former Ram defensive end Jordan Bell in for a spotter. We'll see. Meanwhile, on September 20th, it'll be Harriman at Grace Christian Academy. Friday, September 27th, Grace Christian Academy will host CAK as they look to get back at CAK after losing 27-19 last year. It was a 28-19. 27-19 in a game at CAK where Grace really was one of the closest teams during the regular season, one of the hardest struggles for the state champions. Charlie High has graduated. Josh Smith of CAK, Mike, may be starting. He's in the starting rotation listed for tomorrow.
For Tennessee Tech, huh?
No, Josh Smith.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Josh Smith, starting wide receiver for the University of Tennessee Volunteers. I texted his dad, Butch. He is just about to burst the bubble.
I bet but I went and watched a couple of practices this fall, and Josh is he's not a kid that they're just putting in there to have a local kid starting. He has earned that job. He's earned that position. He's running extremely crisp routes. I said for Tennessee Tech, I thought you were talking about Charlie High there.
Charlie High is now a freshman at Tennessee Tech and has had a fairly decent camp.
I was distracted reading another text from Karen McCamey about Will listening to us. And, again, great shout-out to those guys up there at the midshipmen and all of our service academies around. We've got some former GCA students at some of the other military academies, and we appreciate all of them listening to us on the live stream at 92.3 FM.
We're so glad to have Grace Christian Academy football. GCAfootball.org is the place where you can hear the live stream, GCAfootball.org. Also in Afghanistan, Joseph Bell will be listening. That's my brother. He's becoming a Ram football fan. It's infectious, ladies and gentlemen. Looking down the road, Grace Christian Academy will host Harriman Friday, September 20th. Grace Christian Academy hosts CAK Friday, September 27th. And now we move on to Meigs County. At Meigs County High School, the game will take place 7:30 p.m. on October 4th. October 11th is Midway at Midway High School. And Greenback will be hosting GCA on Friday the 18th of October.
Yeah, those are going to be two really difficult games back to back. We're on the road the entire month of October, Bob. Yeah. We won't be back home until the 1st of November, but Meigs County, they're struggling right now. They're trying to get their foot, and they're going to struggle this year. That's going to be a hard-fought game, I'm sure, down there. But that Midway game, you'll remember Shannon Lyles last year, the quarterback for Midway, came up there and ran it all over Grace. So we're going down to their house, and I know they're going to be fired up in that spread formation, trying to get it at Grace again. And of course, Greenback at Greenback. That's plenty said there. That's going to be one hard-fought battle. Those last two games of the season at Greenback, Rockwood at home, those two will likely decide the district championship for District 3A.
Well, the fortunate thing for the GCA Rams is that they will have an open date on October 25th. And then the final game of the year will be Rockwood at home at GCA. It'll be senior night that night on November 1st, 2013, in the official regular season of 2013, as we look for the Rams, of course, to be in the playoffs, have an opportunity to go deep into the playoffs and perhaps make a run for football. But there's a lot of football yet to play. Remember, August 30th. Of course, you're listening to Ram football as we tell you the Rams are leading over Kingston 27-6 at halftime. We'll be back with more on 92.3 FM.
Friday Night Football in East Tennessee. Until the next morning, you're so sore you can't get out of bed. Hi, I'm Tony Campbell for Campbell's Pool and Spa. I'm no doctor, but I do. Relax. Schedule a test soak today online at campbellspools.com. Hot spring portable spas delivered to your patio in less than a week. It's a game changer.
Oftentimes, it's hard to trust someone with the building of your home. I mean, that's your home, and you're putting your major investment into it. Call Kane Construction Company at 242-0929. That's 242-0929. Eric Rose will make sure every detail is paid attention to so that you have the home that you want at the price you know that fits into your family's budget. Kane Construction Company for minor repair or major construction. 242-0929.
We're back at Kingston High School as the Governor Band from Austin Peay State University has taken the field, now ready to play. They'll make another debut, of course, in front of close to 100,000 fans. They're expecting 95,000 at Neyland Stadium tomorrow night at Neyland Stadium on the banks of the Tennessee River as the Butch Jones era begins to kick off. And Butch Jones is a man who pays attention to detail. There's quite a packed crowd here at Kingston High School. What a great home crowd. What a great travel crowd from GCA. And people even watching outside the fence up on the hill. People watching close to the concession stand. There's 4 deep, and, of course, the home stands here. A beautiful stadium facility, I might add, and a gorgeous field at Kingston High School. They have a lot to be thankful for. And proud of here with the rich football tradition here at Kingston High School. Mike, it's really easy to see why Coach Brian Bakey wanted to come back here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Great football town. Kingston always has been a very good football town. And we mentioned it earlier. This is a small town. Their school has grown into 3A football status, but they are small town football at its finest. Coach Sankey played here. He talked about it in the interview. He didn't have a choice. When this job came open, Coach Vic King left after many, many years of service. Coach Sankey played for Vic, and Vic also gave Coach Sankey his start in coaching. So there was, like Coach Sankey said, there was really no decision to be made. He was coming back home, and I can see exactly why. Great atmosphere.
Boy, what a tremendous place. We've been treated by nothing with Greg class here in the press box at Kingston High School, and we appreciate that. The score is great, 27, Kingston 6. One of the great things is we have tremendous dynamic band. I'll tell you what, this is a tremendous band here from Austin Peay State, but Kingston High School has nothing to bow their head about. Being a high school band, I would put them up against this band. The only difference is this one moves a little differently.
A little more members. I don't know that much about bands, but you're exactly right. The Kingston band really performed well, and now followed up with Austin Peay, giving these. I mean, what a great football atmosphere to kick off the season. Again, Kingston's home opener, first game of the season for those guys. So big night for these fans and players to open up with a college band on their home turf.
I think that's a great thing. And thank you to Austin Peay State University Marching Governors coming all the way from Middle Tennessee. The Governors will be taking on Tennessee tomorrow. 6 p.m. pay-per-view game will be available on pay-per-view tomorrow and heard, of course, on the Ball Network. We are going to have, we need to tell you this. That's right. It's about 9:05. You're listening to W222A, Carnes, Hardin Valley, Knoxville, as we, of course, will have the district tomorrow morning with Bill Minitz and friends. They will look back. Powell right now is having their way with CAK. Powell is visiting CAK, and that's a game that you will also be hearing on Joy 620 WRJZ. Well, again, AM 760 and 92.3 FM tomorrow. Bill Minitz and the crew will have the district. It is 82 degrees. Temperature's gone down with the going down of the sun. But I think the humidity has just come up a little bit, Mike.
I tell you, the sun went down, the temperature fell a little bit, but it's extremely sticky, especially in this press box. I know you were just working out a few cramps and you've not even played it down yet. I can see the GCA team down there. They did not go in the locker room. There's no need to go in a hot, stuffy locker room. They're down there stretching out. They're getting a lot of fluids. Just talked to one of the players, getting a ton of fluids in them, getting prepared for the second half.
And now the Governor Band begins a dance and a swirl. And the lead majorette has shown us quite a show. What a tremendous band. The Austin Peay State Governor Band, the Marching Governors from Austin Peay State University. 27-6, race out in front of Kingston. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more of the halftime report as you're listening to football on 92.3 FM.
You're looking for elegance in furniture, you're looking for one place, and that's Consign to Design. Every time you walk in their store, it's like walking into a new store. The perfect place to shop when you didn't know what you were looking for. So for elegant furniture, gently used, at a not-so-elegant price, it's Consign to Design. Level Heights Shopping Center, located just off Kingston Pike in Knoxville. Locally owned and operated. Look over their beautiful selection today. Consign to Design. Level Heights Shopping Center.
Extreme value on carpet, Fraser's has it. Extreme value on hardwood, Fraser's has it. Extreme value on vinyl, Fraser's. You see where I'm going with this, right? Extreme value on all floor covering, that's Fraser's. Fraser's massive in-stock selection means big buying power muscle, and that means huge savings for you. Fraser's. Call today for a free in-home estimate, 546-4850. That's 546-4850.
Fraser's, Fraser's, Fraser's. I like your style.
Back at Kingston High School, being entertained by the Austin Peay State University Marching Governors. And, of course, we have had a tremendous halftime show from the Kingston Yellow Jacket Band. And as I said, as good as this Austin Peay State Governor Band is, I would put the Yellow Jackets Band up against anybody in this state. I think They have a lot. They're a lot in numbers. They have a great, rich tradition, as we said earlier. Well, Pappy Silver, where's number 21? Pappy Nathan Silver has waited. He has played in backup. He has played in some starring roles, but he took over most notably after Will McCamey went down to the brain bleed in the South Pittsburgh game. I saw a young man grow into a very mature football player, Mike, and he took over that game and began to score on the ensuing drive after the helicopter left and took Will to Erlanger Hospital. We all remember that, but there was a game to be played after that. Pappy Silver was there.
Yeah, Nathan Silver really took the reins and really took control of this offense. Took them into the Silverdale game and had a tremendous game against Silverdale. Followed that up with a very solid game against Boyd Buchanan. Of course, we didn't have enough to get past Boyd last year, but Nathan Silver, Coach McCamey said, one of the most unselfish kids on the team. He'll do anything for this team, and that goes right along with the whole Silver family. We had his son Michael and his brother Michael in the middle school program last year the same way. The kid is just unselfish. But Pappy Silver, great honor this week. Prep Extra Player of the Week, not on the offensive side of the ball, but on the defensive side of the ball. He had a heck of a game on offense last week. Followed that up with an interception, several pass breakups, and several tackles, and was honored to be the Prep Extra Player of the Week for Week 0. And I want to follow that up real quick, Bob. We had on High School Heroes a week and a half ago, we had Andy Edens and Devin Smith on there. And then this week we had Pappy Silver on the set of High School Heroes. I just want to give a shout-out to Coach McCamey and his staff and all the teachers at Grace Christian Academy, because you are leading young men, and they are absolutely representing themselves in a tremendous fashion when they get out in public. The way that they handled those interviews, Bob, was first class, all three of them. Hats off to all three of them and all of the GCA football players.
Well said. That's why he is the color announcer for GCA Ram football, because he knows the score. It is 27-6, with just a little bit of time left at halftime. And Austin Peay State University, the Marching Governors, has just received a standing O from the home crowd and the visiting crowd here in beautiful Kingston, Tennessee. This is one of the great sights of America. One of the great sights of America is high school football. And we've got the best of it for you. High school football, you're listening to Ram football, as a matter of fact, on 92.3 FM.
There's one great thing about a family-owned and operated business, and it's a business that really cares about their customers. And that's what you can say about Fox Toyota in Clinton. Exit 122 off I-75 North, right there at Fox Family Lane. That's where you'll find Fox Toyota, long recognized as one of the finest Toyota dealerships in all of America. Today, why don't you go by there and shop? Proud sponsors of Ram football, Fox Toyota, located in Clinton. Where do you go for quality windows, dependable windows, those that'll help you save money in winter and in summer? It's Window World of Knoxville, simply the best. They don't stand behind their product. If you've seen the TV ads, they stand on them. Call 938-0314 and ask for Mark or Claudia Shepard, 938-0314. You should see these beautiful windows, highest quality, rated by TVA, and ready for you to buy. 938-0314.
W222BA, Carnes, Tennessee.
Prepares to go on defense as they are set to kick off here in the second half as they take on the Yellow Jackets from Kingston, Roane County High School. It is Grace Christian Academy leading Kingston by a score of 27-6. Here as we begin the third quarter. Very important to understand that we have had really great success from GCA on the ground game this first half. You've got a senior quarterback, Devin Smith, at 6'4", 190 pounds, who, when he feels like his arm's not working that quite as well as he wants it to, he knows he can go to the ground with Nathan Silver. And Spencer Green, the senior tailback, has been a huge factor in this particular game. Now, the GCA Rams are warming up outside on the field They have hydrated themselves. As Mike said, they did not necessarily go in for the halftime into a locker room situation. They stayed outside of the end zone, just stretched, and continued to hydrate themselves, something extremely important. We are getting some statistical information for the first half. There won't be a lot, but we'll get some statistical information as we are set to go. The clock had run down. They have reset the clock for 3 minutes. You can do that when you're at home. Left to go in this halftime period. We'll take another 60-second break. As you're listening to the halftime report, live from Kingston High School, GCA football on 92.3 FM.
There's nothing better than Friday night football in East Tennessee until the next morning you're so sore you can't get out of bed. Hi, I'm Tony Campbell for Campbell's Pool and Spa. I'm no doctor, but I do have a cure. Hot water therapy, a 20-minute post-game soak in a hot spring spa from Campbell's will relax your muscles and joints and restore mobility to tight ligaments and tendons. Relax. Schedule a test soak today online at campbellspools.com. Hot spring portable spas delivered to your patio in less than a week. It's a game changer.
Oftentimes, it's hard to trust someone with the building of your home. I mean, that's your home, and you're putting your major investment into it. Call Kane Construction Company at 242-0929. That's 242-0929. Eric Rose will make sure every detail is paid attention to so that you have the home that you want at the price you know that fits into your family's budget. Kane Construction Company for minor repair or major construction. 242-0929.
Some other halftime scores of interest. Austin East is up 35-12 at the half Anderson County up over Austin East 35-12 at the half. At the half here, it's 27-6. Grace leading Kingston by that score. Harriman and Sunbrider locked in a 21-21 battle. A tie at the half as well. And other scores to report. Let's go to our color analysis, Mike West.
All right, thanks, Bob. We're actually going to go straight into the halftime statistics before we get going again. Passing yardage, GCA 14 of 19 for one interception for 237 yards in the first half. Kingston passing 2 for 4 for only 7 yards passing. Rushing yardage in the first half, GCA 19 carries for 91 yards. Kingston 13 carries for 76 yards. That gives you a total for GCA, Bob, 38 plays in the first half, 338 yards. Quarterback Devin Smith, 2 touchdowns. He was 13 of 18 with 1 interception, 228 yards and 2 touchdowns. Great first half again for Devin and the offense, just moving very efficiently. Kingston, on the other hand, 17 plays, 83 yards total offense in the first half, Bob. Great job by Coach Greeny and those defensive players.
I think Matt Green knows what to do as he, of course, coaches the defense for the Rams. GCA leading by a score of 27-6 as we get closer and closer to the third quarter kickoff. Kingston has come to the near sideline now to take their place where they belong. I tell you what, 338 total yards first half against a very decent Kingston Yellow Jacket football team. Not shabby. Also looking at the passing efficiency of Devin Smith, 14 of 19. Now, he said 2 touchdowns. He's got 1 touchdown. The other touchdown was Kyron Inman to Kobe Kelly's 2. You got 2 down there? I missed 1. See, I wait a minute. Say that again.
No, Bob is correct.
That's only one side. As Sexton comes out to administer the kickoff to the Yellow Jackets. Deep for the Yellow Jackets, the ever dangerous, and we saw it at the end of the first half, Maurice Lane. Most of the 76 yards rushing for Kingston came from Maurice Lane. Freshman tailback, deep for the Yellow Jackets, standing at his own 9-yard line. He's swinging his arms. He's warming up. Also, the ever dangerous Brett Jones is back there with him. Here's the kick. It's going to be short. It's going to be caught, fielded at the 25 up to the 30. Up back, Dustin Kitts takes it to the 35 to the 40, takes it to the 40-yard line, and out. He'll be stopped at the 42. First and 10 at their own 42, and the Yellow Jackets have good field position, Mike.
Yeah, good field position. Bob, if you were playing Grace, though, would you not bring Lane up? Because we've kicked every kick to the same exact spot. Bring Lane up and try to catch Grace off guard. I'm surprised more teams don't try that.
If I did that, though, if on Sexton, and we saw last week, Sexton is capable of going deep. So if you bring him up, he's capable of slamming it over your head. 3 trips to the right side. Malinowski, the quarterback for Kingston, hands off inside. Here comes Jones again. Jones pounds his way past the 42-yard line and up to the 45. A shade beyond. Mark it at the 46. It'll be second down, 5 yards to go. Good pickup on first down that time. But Jones loses a wheel and comes out of the game.
That's the second time he's lost a shoe. I would tape that shoe on his foot because that kid is a hard-nosed running back, and they're going to need him if they're going to get back in this game. He is showing great effort and good hard-nosed running right up the middle every time.
Aside from Maurice Lane, he's really been the workhorse for this Yellow Jacket team tonight on 2nd and 5, just outside the 46-yard line. Pitch goes to Lane. Lane's going to be contained, but he cuts upfield, lightning fast to the 45 to the 50. Lane for the 50-yard line down to the 45. And down on the play is Andy Edens. Edens is down for GCA, back downfield at the 42-yard line. Andy Edens, as the training staff comes out to take a look at him. We don't know if it's an ankle, if it's a knee, or if it's what. What we will do is take a break right here. 11:07 left to go in the third quarter. Grace leads Kingston by a score of 27-6. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to GCA Ram Football on 92.3 FM.
You're looking for elegance in furniture, you're looking for one place, and that's Consign to Design. Every time you walk in their store, it's like walking into a new store. The perfect place to shop when you didn't know what you were looking for. So for elegant furniture, gently used, at a not-so-elegant price, it's Consign to Design. Level Heights Shopping Center, located just off Kingston Pike in Knoxville. Locally owned and operated. Look over their beautiful selection today. Consign to Design. Level Heights Shopping Center.
Well, our throats have rid ourselves of our hearts. Our hearts were in our throat for a moment. Andy Edens suddenly sprung up and ran off the field on his own power. And the GCA faithful say hallelujah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Mike Westhoff with a play-by-play. We got Malinowski on first down at the 38-yard line of Grace. Handoff, Dustin Kitts, the senior, is going to be caught and dropped back at the 50-yard line, and they're going to mark it at the 50, forward progress. But Inman, along with tremendous sophomore defensive end, pursuing on the play, Rhett Elwood, making the play. What a play by the defense.
Yeah, the Kitts got bottled up on the inside. He was wanting to go right off tackle, but he got bottled up, tried to bounce it. Probably not a good move on his part. He turned a no gain into a 6-yard loss. Pappy's feeling great from that backside corner position.
It is Tyron Inman playing man-to-man, quarterback linebacker on this side of the field. Back to throw goes Malinowski. Pass complete at the 40-yard line to Kitts. This time Kitts is going to be wrestled out of bounds. And it is going to be third down and about, call it 6 yards to go. They're going to mark the ball up ahead at the 39-yard line of Grace. And the line to reach is going to be actually the 33. So call it third down and 7. Mike, good job containing the pass.
Yeah, excellent throw by Malinowski right there, just over Inman's outstretched hand. Kitts ran a great out route, wide open in between the corner and the safety. Good throw by Malinowski.
Dustin Kitts, the fine senior wideout for Kingston. It is he to the near side, along with a compatriot. It is he that goes into motion. Pitch fake. No. It's going to be a pass coming to the inside, incomplete. Defending on the play is Jeffrey McReynolds, as the pass was intended for Jones on a throwback screen pass, but Grace had that one diagnosed pretty well. And we get a conference at the 30-yard line. Mr. Sluss is being told to hush, and so is one of the Kingston players.
Yeah, there was a lineman way downfield blocking the truck, played Sluss, and I don't think Wade was talking back to him. They were just locked into each other, and they went straight to the whistle. I'm sure Sluss would have wished that it would have went away sooner rather than at the whistle.
Fourth down and 7 yards to go. It is Malinowski going to go for it. Chase Lowe was the offensive lineman who was downfield with Sluss. Back to pass goes Melanowski. Looking, a man found wide open. It is going to be off the edge, outstretched arms, incomplete. Pass intended at that time for Riley Adcock, the sophomore. And Adcock just couldn't get his arms in. It was alligator arms.
What a great throw by Malinowski. Great play dialed up by Coach Pankey and his staff. He was wide open, 10 yards behind the Grace defense. I know Coach Green and the guys, they ran that fake sweep that they've run in motion with Lane, and everybody concentrated on that sweep. It was 4th and 4, so everybody thought the ball was going to Lane, but they got behind us there, Bob.
So on 4th down and 7, it is an incomplete pass. And Grace Christian Academy takes over just inside their own 40-yard line. Devin Smith, the quarterback, hand off inside. No, he's back to pass. Smith looking. Good protection. Now breaks down. Pass is going to be complete to Kobe Kelly. Kobe Kelly out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. They'll mark it there. It'll be a second down for Grace. Call it 4 yards to go. Second down and really closer to 3. It is at the 47-yard line. The line to make is just shy of the 50 on second down. Good job by Kelly digging down to get the ball.
Absolutely, and Devin being very, very patient there. Nobody was open. Offensive line, give credit to those big hogs up front. They gave Devin about 5 to 6 seconds to throw that ball.
I counted 7.
7 seconds is good with me. Now we're going to call a timeout to talk about it.
Timeout for GCA Rams, leading 27-6, 9:14 left to go in the third quarter. Again, it's 27-6 GCA over Kingston. You're listening to Ram football on 92.3 FM.
Extreme value on carpet, Fraser's has it. Extreme value on hardwood, Fraser's has it. Extreme value on vinyl, Fraser's. You see where I'm going with this, right? Extreme value on all floor covering, that's Fraser's. Fraser's massive in-stock selection means big buying power muscle, and that means huge savings for you. Fraser's. Call today for a free in-home estimate, 546-4850. That's 546-4850.
Frasers, I like your style.
We're back at Kingston High School. The whistle has blown. Play will resume. Second down and about 3 yards to go for Grace Christian Academy offense that has been proficient so far in this game, 338 yards in the first half. They had over 412 yards in the first quarter last week against Austin East. Heath Hatmaker, the center, shotgun. Devin Smith, handoff inside Silver. Silver pounds his way up to the 50-yard line and amazingly drops the ball and lands on it. Mike, that could have been a sure disaster.
Oh, absolutely. Silver had the first down and he just got a helmet right on the football, and it popped out. They weren't trying to strip it on that one. He just got hit. Ball popped loose. Andy Edens, doctor on the spot, recovers the fumble.
Andy Edens obviously feeling okay. It is he split to the far side in a slot with Kobe Kelly. To the near side for Grace Christian Academy, Andrew Wilson. Devin Smith, 2 backs in the backfield with him in the shotgun. Smith, handoff, no. Smith back to pass, looking, throwing. He throws the pass, and it's caught and incomplete and dropped by Kobe Kelly. He had it for just an instant, but again, he had been working pretty hard in order to thread the needle.
Oh, yeah, the ball was on the money just a little bit high. Kobe had to jump for it just a little bit, but Kobe knew he was going to get popped. He was looking around. Got to catch the ball first. You're going to get hit anyway. Catch the ball first, then take the hit.
That's a good way to look at it. If you're going to get hit, you may as well be rewarded for it by a caught pass. And remember, there's launching rules that apply this year in all phases of football, from the NFL to college down to high school. Now it is second down and 10. Devin Smith, 3 wideouts to the near side. Handoff inside. Nathan Silver to the 50. Nathan Silver down to the 47-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3. Third down and 7 yards to go. The line to make is the 40-yard line of Kingston. Mark the ball at the 47. Third and 7. GCA. What do you call, Mike?
Will like this one. Ace left 46 boot.
Little boot play. We'll see what happens. Devin Smith coming inside.
Sorry, Bob. Ace right, 46 boot. I'm sure he's talking about me right now.
Yeah, he's saying, well, Mike can't even call the plays. But that's not Mike's job. He's color announcer. The rest of us didn't know. Handoff inside, no. It's Slicky passing downfield. Complete to Andrew Wilson. Wilson wrestles his way past the 45 to the 40. Wilson's going to be wrestled out of bounds at that point. And it's going to be enough for the 1st and 10 GCA. What a play by the young Wilson.
I tell you, Wilson ran a great route. He ran the bench route right there in the spread formation. And Devin, checked down to him, threw it out, swung it out to him in the flat, and he picked up the first down on his own. It was all on him.
Wilson out now in for him. Robbie Wyndham comes into the game for GCA as a wideout. Andy Edens to the near side, 6'3", 232 pounds. Had a scare with him. He laid down on the field for quite a while. Could have been a cramp, and he gets up and comes off the field in his own power. Now, there's a flag down, delay of game. GCA, it's going to be 1st and 15 for the Rams. Nope, wait a minute. Hang on just a moment. There's a flag down. It is an encroachment against Kingston. We don't get a lot of signs from these refs, do we?
No, not a lot of signs. They keep you guessing, but just as soon as they came to the line, that's one you don't really see very often. Even before the offense gets to the line, called the offside.
Usually the White Hats come over and tell you with hands on hips that means encroachment defense. Not so. We'll just have to do our best. We will. 2 wideouts to either side. Direct snap goes to Nathan Silver. Silver takes the ball inside the 35 and is tripped up as it gets to the 32-yard line. They'll mark it outside the 31. It'll be 3rd down for GCA. The line to make will be just inside the 30. Looks like they'll have to make it to the 38-yard line for a first down. 2nd down and 3 after a 2-yard gain from Nathan Silver on the direct snap. Good job by the Kingston defense that time diagnosing that play. Trailing 27-6 with 7:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter. It's been a well-played game. A little bit ragged when they get tired. Back to pass, Smith being pressured. Devin Smith looking. Devin Smith going to unload it. Devin Smith going to wisely throw it out of bounds, and it's going to be 3rd down. And Grace lives to play another play. That's the smart thing to do. Nobody was open.
Yes. His speed training this summer actually paid off there. We make fun of Devin sometimes for his running ability. It kind of looks like a baby giraffe getting out on the edge with those long arms and long legs. But Devin really put the juice to it there, put the jets to it, got outside, and that speed training that he's been working so hard on this summer paid off there.
This if you know anything about Ram football or Randy McCamey, this is 4-down territory on 3rd and 3. Handoff, no. Back to pass goes Devin Smith. Smith looking, passing over the middle, just off the outstretched hands of Andy Edens. Edens had his paw on the ball just for a moment, but the ball was slightly behind him.
Yeah, tough throw there. Andy was right in between a couple of linebackers. The safety was coming up on him, so he was running the boot route. It looked like Jeffrey may have been open on the peak, which is the flat route in that formation. Looked like he might have been able to pick up the first down, but, Devin sees the field very well. Hard to second-guess him.
In practice Tuesday, Edens made a miraculous one-arm catch just over the shoulders of a JV team defensive back. It was a thing to behold. This time, handoff. Silver, you go to your bread and butter. Silver pounds his way past the 30, pounds his way inside to the 27, to the 26. It'll be 1st down and 10 for GCA. Went into
Marcus and 61, Bob, 61.
For us, that is Dylan Todd, big Dylan Todd offensive tackle. It is Inman, DeMarcus Inman, playing a guard position. Injury timeout. A Kingston Yellow Jacket is down on the field. They'll try to pick up who that is in just a few moments. Now, 6:59 left to go in the 3rd quarter. The score 27-6. GCA leading Kingston. You're listening to Ram Football on 92.3 FM.
There's one great thing about a family-owned and operated business, and it's a business that really cares about their customers. And that's what you can say about Fox Toyota in Clinton. Exit 122 off I-75 North, right there at Fox Family Lane. That's where you'll find Fox Toyota, long recognized as one of the finest Toyota dealerships in all of America. Today, why don't you go by there and shop? Proud sponsors of Ram Football, Fox Toyota, located in Clinton.
Our score was 27-6 at the end of the first half. It's 27-6 now with 6:59 left to go in the 3rd quarter. But Devin Smith and the GCA Rams are on the move. The senior quarterback brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Now into the backfield goes Pettit along with Green. Andy Edens, the tight end, lined up next to Nathan Morris. Big Mo. Handoff inside. He's going to go straight up the middle. Pounding forward. Who was that, McReynolds? Jeffrey McReynolds keeping his feet to the 25. and gets ahead just inside the 25 to the 23. Call it a gain of 5 on the play. Should be, gain of 2 on the play. Should be second down and 7, gain of 3. Sometime between 3, 2, and 5, and I'm going to take 3. So there, it's a gain of 3, second down 7. As into the game comes Jacob Walschlager, Mr. Electric, watch out. He comes to the near side, wide out. Spencer Green in the ace formation. Walschlager the only wide out in motion. Fake handoff inside, back to pass goes Devin Smith. Pass is going to be incomplete, in and through the hands of Walschlager. Walschlager grabs his helmet and says, "Oh my, I had a touchdown."
Yeah, it was one of those that just looked too easy. Walschlager beat the corner, got past the safety with his speed. Great play fake on the jet. They ran the fake jet, and Devin just popped up. Easy catch, easy throw, and it was just one of those that just seemed to be too easy and went right through his hands.
Corner linebacker and safety both did on the fake jet. And that's how it went. Now on third down and long, third down and 7. Smith to the line of scrimmage. Devin Smith back to pass. It's going to be a throwback screen to Pappy Silver. He catches the ball at the 25-20, 25-15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2. He's down just inside the 1-yard line. We're waiting on an indication, and it is saying 2-yard line. First and goal for GCA, the Rams, and that's a heartbreaker. Great execution.
I tell you, we've set them up for that. Coach McCamey is so good at that in the ace formation, setting them up with that, with the motion, and then he comes back with the throwback screen to the backside.
I'll tell you what, for not having had spring practice, though, I am very impressed with Kingston and their ability to play together as a team, and only 6 senior leaders on this team. Handoff inside Silver. This time is going to be wrapped up, popped, and dropped back at the 5-yard line. Call it a loss of 3. It'll be second down and goal from the 5, nonetheless, with 5:30 left to go in the third quarter. Grace is leading 27-6. I tell you what, they are rising up on first and second down and sometimes winning it, Mike.
Yeah, that's the second play. We were on the 2-yard line. Second play, short yardage. We put Red Elwood in at the 2-back, and he is just told to just block down in the hole, but they're blowing that hole wide open. Second time that we tried that play, and we've got stood up and blown up for it.
I'd like to kind of introduce you to the offense a little bit, but perhaps Elwood is more suited for his defensive end position. This time, pass goes inside, intercepted in the end zone. Dustin Pitts, number 5, and again, it's Preston Edmonds. That's the second interception of the night. The first interception by Edmonds, the sophomore, was a 65-yard return for a touchdown, and the only score Kingston has had tonight. Credit GCA's defense, but what a great stop from Kingston and their defense this time.
First and goal on the 2-yard line. We get blown up back to the 7. We try the slant to Kobe. Pass was just on his back shoulder just a little bit, and number 5 just made an incredible play. He's got a nose for the football, Bob, and we saw him take that first interception about 70 yards back for a touchdown. Great interception down there in the end zone by number 5.
Logan Melanowski, senior quarterback, to the line of scrimmage. Melanowski keeping the ball, and is going to be wrapped, stopped, popped, dropped, thrown for a loss back downfield. They're going to mark it perhaps. They may mark it at the 20. Yes, they're going to mark it at the 19. Loss of 1, second down 11 for Kingston. That time, as he was running the read option to the near or far side, there was no place for him to go.
He's telling the guys in the huddle, my bad, I should have pitched that one. And I know he wishes he would have because he got stood up and pounded by the right side of that Grace defense, led over there by Bobby Dixon, and number 3, the truck, Wade Slutt.
And a good job setting a hard corner also by Rhett Elwood, number 89. Back to pass, Melanowski. Pass across the middle is going to be caught and dropped by McReynolds, had his hands on it, close to an interception. Good read by the GCA defense. Third down, 11. Mike, he was looking to see if he could get around the far side, the near side end, and come home.
Oh, yeah, great play by Jeffrey McReynolds, and I was just watching the receiver there as well, and Slush really laid the boom on him. That's going to really make that kid think about coming over the middle again. These kids, both teams are tired, Bob. We can see them, hands on the hips. It's a hot, muggy night. but Grace is still laying the wood in the third quarter.
Give a lot of credit to nose guard Blake Middleman playing quite a few snaps here in the third quarter, as Heath Hatmaker is going to be reserved for the offense. He's the center. Now, back to pass goes. Malinowski delivers the pass complete, close to the 30-yard line and close to a first down. It will be fourth down and very short, but what a play as Malinowski, Mike, was blasted in the backfield, and what a catch as the wide receiver was blasted.
Kid's got a lot of metal sitting back there in that pocket. He could see him coming right at him. Stood in the pocket, made the throw, and number 5, we've talked about it all night, number 5's got a knack for making a big play. Great play. What's that kid's name, Bob, for Kingston, number 5?
He is Preston. Yeah, he is Preston Edmonds, the sophomore. Tremendous football player. Malinowski on fourth and short. Yes, he's going for it. Malinowski edges his way past the 30 for a first down. They'll mark it at the 31. He needed a half a yard. He gets a yard and a half. They'll mark it at the 32. Excellent job that time by the Kingston line, which includes Bryson Ashford, Daniel Woody, Thomas McGill, Chase Lowe, the senior, and another senior on the other side, Michael Walden. Excellent job that time blocking in the center of the offensive line for Kingston. They have a 1st and 10 at their own 32. Grace hurrying to get lined up. In motion goes Lane. Malinowski. Ball snap. Not good. Malinowski running for his life. Malinowski going to be corralled and dropped back downfield at the 24-yard line. Just a bad snap. Threw the timing on that one off.
Yep, loss of 8 yards, another tackle for a loss caused by the fumbled snap, but another tackle for loss by this Grace defense. Coach Greeny's got to be happy with all the TFLs they're getting tonight.
In on defense, that play was big. Demetrius Inman, the senior transfer from Rockwood. He's going to be spelled now. Peyton Cherry is going to come in and take a few snaps alongside his compatriot, Blake Gilliland. Blake is just one of those unheralded players, steady, steady, steady. Now, Malinowski goes back to pass after a fake. He's pounded, but he gets the pass off. Pass is complete to Lane. Lane makes the catch at the 45 to the 50, down to the 45 to the 44-yard line, where he's wrestled down by Sluss and a host of Grace Christ Academy Rams. What a beautifully executed play while he was getting blasted, the senior quarterback.
I tell you, Malinowski has got a ton of metal. He's standing in that pocket. He had Big Brett coming in from the defensive end position and was right in his face, hit his arm as he was throwing the ball. I didn't think he was going to be able to get it there. Great throw by Malinowski.
It was delivered on a frozen rope, friends. Now, 2 wideouts to either side, one back in the backfield with Malinowski. Hitz goes in motion, gets the ball on the jet sweep, and he's going to be cutting upfield at the 39, the line of scrimmage, to the 38, to the 30, actually, from the 44 to the 43 to the 42. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8. That time, that play looked like it could have been open, but again, a hard edge was set by Grace's defensive end.
Yeah, you had Dalton Jenkins over there. You got over on that side, and then Andy Edens really filling from that side. You had Jimmy over there, backup quarterback, that's playing starting cornerback as well on the defense, setting the edge.
Talking about Clevenger. Handoff inside this time. Dustin Jones gets running room to the 40 to the 35 and squirts his way past the 35 to the 34 and past the 34 inside to the 33-yard line where it will be for Kingston. 1st and 10 for Jones.
We've talked about Jones all night. He is getting the tough yards. He'll do whatever Coach Pankey wants him to do. On the 4th and short, he got on Malinowski's hip and helped push him for the first down. He's an unselfish player and really get some big yards up the middle.
Grace leads 27-6. The Kingston moving the ball with a minute left to go in the third quarter. This time Malinowski goes back to pass, pumps, fakes, pulls it down, and runs. And this time he's going to pick up 3 yards on the play. They'll mark him ahead to the 30-yard line and the Chazion inside the 30 to the 29. A 2nd down and 7 yards to go. Gain of 3 on the play. The line to make for Kingston is going to be the 23-yard line. Meanwhile, Malinowski looking at the short shotgun, the pistol. Handoff. Here comes Preston. The electric sophomore gets ahead to the 30, to the 25, and to the 20-yard line where he's wrestled down. And guess what, Mike? They found some rhythm. They are getting some movement along the line of scrimmage, especially on Grace's reserves that are trying to give the number one starters a blow.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're probably going to see Coach Green start calling for those guys to come back in. We got Preston Morris back in there, I see now. Got Cherry's in there in the middle. We got Bobby Dixon, Andy Edens, Jeffrey McReynolds, and Wade Sluss. That's your starting linebacker core. That's going to take us down to the end of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. We'll take a 60-second break. After telling you the score, Grace 27, Kingston 6. The same score as halftime, but Kingston is on the move with the first down at the Grace 20. Back in 60 as you're listening to Grace Ram Football on 92.3 FM.
Where do you go for quality windows? Dependable windows. Those that'll help you save money in winter and in summer. It's Window World of Knoxville. Simply the best. They don't stand behind their product. If you've seen the TV ads, they stand on them. Call 938-0314 and ask for Mark or Claudia Shepard. 938-0314. You should see these beautiful windows. Highest quality, rated by TVA, and ready for you to buy. 938-0314.
There's nothing better than Friday night football in East Tennessee until the next morning you're so sore you can't get out of bed. Hi, I'm Tony Campbell for Campbell's Pool and Spa. I'm no doctor, but I do have a cure. Hot water therapy. A 20-minute post-game soak in a hot spring spa from Campbell's will relax your muscles and joints and restore mobility to tight ligaments and tendons. Relax. Schedule a test soak today online at campbellspools.com. Hot spring portable spas delivered to your patio in less than a week. It's a game changer.
We're back at Kingston High School, where Kingston has a 1st and 10 at the Grace 20-yard line, moving, trailing 27-6 with a quarter to go as we begin the fourth quarter. And how about Farragut, the Admirals, with a 31-17 lead at this point over Oak Ridge. And Oak Ridge is supposed to be a very good football team under new leadership again this year. New leadership that's old leadership from several years ago. Now, Coach Gaddis, of course, heading up the Wildcat program. Back to pass goes Malinowski. Malinowski being pressured. Malinowski being dropped by Andy Edens after being flushed out of the pockets by, Big Mo also on the play, and a good job containing by Rhett Elwood and Nathan Morris. Nathan Morris all pushed him out of play. Edens finished him off. Good positive play for GCA.
Yeah, the play took a little bit. They tried to go play action to Lane going away from everybody. Took a little too long to develop there and allowed the defensive guys to get in there in the backfield. Good play by Big Mo getting the pressure on him.
Last-minute shift from the GCA line. However, the senior quarterback looks it over. Malinowski this time throws the ball away. Pressure was coming from Big Mo. Nathan Morris was coming with the head of steam along with Bobby Dixon. And Malinowski said, get rid of it.
Bobby Dixon had to look like he was about 14 feet tall when he jumped up and put those long arms up in the air. Caused Malinowski to throw it, sell it way over the head of the intended receiver. 3rd and long at the 24.
Can I tell you, I think Dixon loves practice, too. He's one of those weird kids. It's hot, steamy practice. He just loves it. Didn't bother him at all. Anyway, 3rd and 13 for Kingston. Handoff inside. This time it's Jones wrestling his way inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark him at the 20. Good job by the Grace defensive line. There's some extra scuffling on the field. You know, when it gets hot like this, Mike, there's tempering going on.
Yeah, Jones, it's tough to see. Jones and Andy Edens for the Rams both met in the hole. Edens stood Jones up and bent him over backwards and took him to the ground, and I think Jones took a little bit of an exception to that, but that's football. And Jones is a tough runner, so I look for him to come right back, get his head in the game, and make a play for the Jackets.
Edens at 6'3", 232 pounds. Now there's a scramble in the backfield as Malinowski's trying to get the play called. Malinowski back to pass. He's going to be popped and dropped. Andy Edens with a huge sack in the backfield. Malinowski goes down for a loss on the play. Andy Edens almost celebrated too much. Edens got to watch out for that. As a matter of fact, Edens came off the right side and just wrapped up and swallowed up the aforementioned Malinowski. That's 4th down. It is now 1st and 10. GCA marked the ball at the 29-yard line. Mark that play down just as much as the interception from Grace to Kingston in the end zone could have been a big play. That was a huge play. Now Kingston hustles a defensive tackle on the field. His name is Nick Bryant. Back to pass goes Smith. Smith, long pass downfield at the 46-yard line. Complete. It is Jacob Walsliger was the reception at the Kingston 46-yard line. 1st and 10 GCA.
If there was one thing that Devin really needed to work on, we all know that Devin has a world-class arm, strong arm. If there was one thing that somebody would have told him during the offseason, you need to work on his touch. He threw that in a couple of scrimmages. That's the long wheel route touch pass over the cornerback shoulder. Just right there, happened again to Walsliger. Great throw by the quarterback.
I hate to mention his name, but that looks like Danny Werfel from back in the day in the 90s. Anyway, back to pass this time. It is going to be a pass downfield as he was taken down to McReynolds, complete. Marked the ball at the line of scrimmage, but instead of a loss of 7 yards, it's going to be 2nd down and 10 after McReynolds caught the ball at the line of scrimmage from Smith. Smith did a great job with his arm getting rid of it that time.
He had a huge defensive tackle wrapped around his waist, spinning him down, and that's where the arm strength comes in. He had the arm strength to throw that ball 15 yards down the field in the flat on a line without
falling backwards.
While falling backwards without getting it picked off. Great throw by QB1.
The ever dangerous Kobe Kelly to the near side wideout. Ace formation for Grace Christian Academy. Handoff inside goes to Green. Green this time gets forward to the 45-yard line, inside the 45 to the 44. It is going to be 3rd down and 8 yards to go. That time he was tripped up and just lost his feet, Mike.
Yeah, Spencer, he hit the hole, but just got barely tripped up. But he did fall forward. Positive yards again for the Grace offense.
Now Walsliger, after a play's rest, comes back in. Spencer Green also in. Nathan Silver, slot receiver to the near side. Coordinator for Kingston's jumping up and down, screaming. Back to pass goes Smith. Smith, long downfield, going to be caught to Kobe Kelly at the 25-20. Kobe Kelly goes to the 25 to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dribbles the ball into the end zone like he was getting ready to take a layup in. Touchdown, Grace.
We all know that Kobe also starts on the state tournament team for the basketball team for Grace, but I tell you what, he was very fortunate that ball bounced right back up to him at the 1-yard line. He was able to get in for a big touchdown for the Rams.
Remember, this is an oblong ball, and it did. It came right back up into his gut. He dribbled it at the 2, skipped into the end zone. Touchdown. Sexton for the point after. Sexton snap down. Clevenger. Kick is up and good. Now making it 34-6 with 8:21 left to go in this game. But that's got to take a lot of wind out of the sails for Kingston as we will go to a 30-second break. Back in 30. Our new score with 8:21 left. Grace 34, Kingston 6. You're listening to GCA Ram Football on 92.3 FM.
Oftentimes, it's hard to trust someone with the building of your home. I mean, that's your home, and you're putting your major investment into it. Call Kane Construction Company at 242-0929. That's 242-0929. Eric Rose will make sure every detail is paid attention to so that you have the home that you want at the price you know that fits into your family's budget. Kane Construction Company, for minor repair or major construction. 242-0929.
No, he just dribbled the ball, as did Kobe Kelly. We're back. Kobe Kelly at the 2-yard line dribbled the ball off his thigh pad, onto the ground, back up into his belly. Kyler Sexton for Grace for the kickoff. Kickoff received at the 30. The upback takes the ball and rambles his way up to the 37-yard line. There, Kingston will take over 1st and 10. GCA going to get a lot more of their first-line starters still back in the game. Peyton Cherry, though, still doing the work at nose guard. And Blake Gilliland is also in with, who else you got?
Yep, Blake Gilliland coming back in. Dalton Jenkins is in. Looks like Jake Henley is in. Still with our starting linebacker core, it looks like.
Brett Elwood goes out for the GCA Rams. Yeah, Jenkins in for him. And here comes Melanowski to the line of scrimmage. Handoff inside. It's going to be the Dustin Jones. There's going to be a flag down. Don't know if it's going to be a holding call against Kingston. He moves it up toward the line of scrimmage. And getting up slowly is Jones for the Yellow Jackets. They're conferring with the Grace captain. acting captain, Bobby Dixon. Now there's timeout on the field called. It sounds like we have an equipment timeout. Oh, Dalton Jenkins is down on the play being looked at, and Jones's shoe has come off again.
Yeah, that's the third time. So, they need him on the field, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them try something new there. We do have number 87, Ross Ledford, in at linebacker for the Rams. That's the first time we've seen him all night as we get a peek through the window from one of the little Kingston Yellow Jacket faithful here. Very cute young lady.
Ribbons in her hair and a big smile on her face. Did that get any better than that? Well, what's your name? Well, we want to welcome Evan to the broadcast here at the press box for 92.3 FM. As back to pass, no, it's a handoff inside to Preston Edmonds. Edmonds is going to ramble out past the 25 to the 30, to the 35, and out to the 38-yard line. It's wrestled out of bounds by Nathan Silver. So call it now, second down and 11 yards to go, with the ball just right around the 38-yard line. Second down, 11. Clock running, 7:30 left to go in this football game. Grace is up 34-6 at Kingston High School. Malinowski, senior quarterback for Kingston, handoff inside. They got a man in there with some fresh legs that time. Has come rumbling forward. Christopher Merriman, sophomore, his way past the 38-yard line to the 40 and past the 40 to the 42. It is going to be third down, and let's call it 5 yards to go. The line to make is going to be the 47, mark the ball at the 42. As the senior quarterback, Logan Malinowski, comes to the line of scrimmage. Logan Malinowski, tremendous leader, good football player. Malinowski, handoff inside. Maurice Lane, watch out. Maurice Lane gets loose. Maurice Lane gets to the 35 or 45-yard line. They're going to mark him with forward progress up close to the 46, yes. It'll be fourth down and 1 at that point. No question in hand. Kingston wants to try to get back in this football game, albeit difficult with 6:20 left to go. Malinowski comes to the line of scrimmage. What they don't want to do is give the ball back to Grace.
Yeah, it should have been a first down there. Lane had the first down, but he tried to make a move, always trying to make a play. I can't blame him. The kid's got unbelievable skills, unbelievable speed, but he tried to make one too many cut, came backwards to try to make a play, and he cost his team because now it's fourth and short.
He is just a freshman. Keep in mind, he is going to be a tremendous ball player for years to come here in Yellow Jacket Nation. Meanwhile, it is quiet on this side of the line of scrimmage as the Yellow Jackets send 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. In motion goes Lane. Handoff straight up the field. Goes the up back to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, down to the 38-yard line. What a tremendous run that time by, who's that? Was that Maurice Lane? No, that was not Maurice Lane. That was instead Dustin, let's see. Yeah, Austin Davis. Got to remember I got 3 columns here. As it is, first and 10 for the Yellow Jackets with 5:40 left to go in the football game. Grace with a lot of their second string in. Pitch outside comes to Dustin Kitts, the senior. Edges past the 40 to the 38, past the 38 to the 37. Call it a gain of 1, second down 9 for Kingston. Good job by Jake Henley that time, reading the play and making the tackle, Mike.
Oh yeah, Jake Henley really filled in right there and stood his ground, turned the play back inside, caught Kitts right there. Reminded me of another number 4 that used to play for the Rams by the name of Minga.
I do remember. Second down and 9. Lane in motion. A fake pitch to him. Back to pass goes Malinowski. The pass is going to be incomplete. Covered downfield by Spencer Green is the intended receiver, Anthony Acosta. The junior wide receiver had no chance. Good coverage that time by Green. Green was he was the quarterback on that side. Had him blanketed step for step. Third down, 9 yards to go. And here comes the ever-dangerous Rhett Jones back into the ball game. He's a junior. We're going to call him Shoeless Jones here pretty soon if he doesn't keep his shoe on. 3 wideouts to the far side. Malinowski looking. Malinowski. And there's a timeout on the field for Kingston. Kingston calls timeout with 4:56 left. We'll be back in 30 seconds after telling you the score. It is Grace 34, Kingston 6. You're listening to GCA Ram Football on 92.3 FM.
You're looking for elegance in furniture, you're looking for one place, and that's Consign to Design. Every time you walk in their store, it's like walking into a new store. The perfect place to shop when you didn't know what you were looking for. So for elegant furniture, gently used, at a not-so-elegant price, it's Consign to Design. Level Heights Shopping Center, located just off Kingston Pike in Knoxville. Locally owned and operated. Look over their beautiful selection today. Consign to Design. Level Heights Shopping Center.
Welcome back to Kingston High School. 4:56 left to go in this football game. 34-6. Grace comfortably out in front of Kingston, but this is not a bad Kingston football game, Mike West. They're a pretty good team.
Yes, sir, they are. They're very young, and you can see some of that youth, but you can also see that they have a ton of athletes. Coach Pankey has a bench full of athletes, and they are going to shine in the years to come. Makes me wonder about next year, them coming up to Grace. It's going to be a tough game.
It's going to be a tough game. Milanovsky back to pass, the senior quarterback, on 3rd and 9. Wheels it out to the far sideline. There's a mix-up on the play between he and the intended wide receiver was either Austin Davis or Anthony Acosta. I think that's Acosta again. And it was intended for Acosta. He was covered. All thrown away, 4th down 9. And, of course, at the Grace 37-yard line, they'll be going for it. The line to make would be the 28. 4th down, 9 yards to go. A packed house here at Kingston High School, Roane County High School in beautiful Kingston, Tennessee. Malinowski back to pass. Here comes Red. Pass is going to be intercepted at the 30, 35. Intercepted at the 40 to the 45. It's Dixon. Bobby Dixon has the ball. He's being wrestled down inside Kingston territory at the 47-yard line where Grace will take over 1st and 10. And that'll be turn off the lights.
Yep, 4:39 to go. I'm sure Coach McCamey's probably just going to line them up. Let's milk this clock, run it out. Let's get out of here with a big win over a big 3A school.
Coming into the game, some new faces, new people, which includes for GCA, big JT Russell. JT's easy to spot. Gittleman, Clevenger, the backup quarterback, is going to come in. Bobby Clevenger. Clevenger, quarterback and wide receiver. Also the holder on place kicks. Clevenger running the ace. Clevenger, handoff. Clevenger, Dalton. Here's Dalton to the near side. He's going to be pounded down.
On the carry there, and he got upended, but
he's a freshman.
Absolutely. Good to see, sophomore. Good to see JV offense out there getting some meaningful snaps in a big-time atmosphere, big-time game.
There's still a few starters out there for Kingston High School. But it is a great opportunity for Jake Gilliland. Also backup center for Grace, as we said earlier. Kellen Pettis in the game. Handoff inside. Rambling his way forward for a loss on the play is Zach Beck. Zach Beck is a running back quarterback on the B team. Beck has the ball wrapped up and dropped just outside the 48-yard line of Grace. Now, play started at Kingston's 47. The ball is now marked at the 48-yard line of Grace. So, 3rd down, just under 15 yards to go for a first down. Will they put it in the air? No. They will not put it in the air. That's my prediction anyway. Jimmy Clevenger is your quarterback. Clevenger, wearing number 9, sends one of his backs into motion. He is going to go back to pass. He looks, he dumps it. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by, let's call that Malinowski, the quarterback. Logan Malinowski read it. He saw it. He grabbed it at the 45. He rambles to the 50, and he makes it down to the 45-yard line of GCA. Wasn't a good idea to go back to pass, huh?
Well, great play call. It was, he had you had Jake Henley coming on the boot. He was sitting down perfect, just a little bit late by Clevenger on the pass. And of course, Malinowski being a quarterback, he was reading. He knew the play. He was reading Clevenger like a book and just waited. Played cat and mouse, jumped up and caught it. Good play by Malinowski and the Kingston defense.
How do you see that, though, if you don't get a chance to play? That's the deal. And that's great experience for Jimmy Clevenger. All right, 1st and 10, Kingston. Now 2:56 left to go in this football game. In motion goes Preston Edmonds. Edmonds going to take the quick pitch to the 50, to the 45. Edmonds to the 40, to the 35. Edmonds still struggling his way down to the 30-yard line, but there's a flag on the far side of the play. It's going to be holding against Kingston. Illegal block in the back, illegal use of hands, the official call from the spot of the foul. Make it to first down and close to 15 yards to go by the time they mark it off. Let's see if they mark it off. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sort of. Anyway, that looks like about 11-yard penalty from the spot of the foul is about what it's going to be. And we'll call it first down and approximately 18 yards to go.
Yeah, good play there. That sweep, I tell you what, they run that little motion pitch sweep to both sides, and they've really gained a lot of yardage on that. Great play. Good speed by the Kingston backs.
You just know this Kingston team is going to get better and better and better as they go along. Stay tuned with his comments for the coach and staff as John Brewster will be sitting in for Randy McCamey. Randy is probably going to have to take off quickly to Annapolis, Maryland, as he's going to see you-know-who. Will McCamey, thank you for listening tonight. 2nd down and 15 yards to go for the Kingston Yellow Jackets at the 50-yard line, the midfield stripe, as the Yellow Jackets have an opportunity to at least pick up a first down before the last 2:15 runs out. Grace is leading 34-6 over Kingston. They still have the senior quarterback in the game. Handoff inside. Going to get some work for the freshman Lane. Lane breaks it. Well, he could be gone. No, he's to the 40, he's to the 35, and he's wrestled down just inside the 30-yard line. We'll see where they're going to mark it at about the 28. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at the 28-yard line. And the clock will start with the blowing of the whistle. 1:56 left to go in this football game. It takes a while to mark the chains. And to the line of scrimmage comes Kingston. The Yellow Jackets come with the wide out to the near side, he being Cody Mitchell, the sophomore. Mitchell in the back, of course, looking, is Malinowski. That's one thing about having your senior quarterback still out there, trailing 34-6, is he gets wrapped up and stopped for a drop. But Mike, a little risky?
Well, I was just thinking the same thing. They've still got most of their starters on offense in there, but you got to remember they are still learning this system, Coach Pankey's system, and they're still a very young team. So I have no problem with Coach Pankey keeping those ones in there, getting the experience, because they start league play, they start district play next week.
No rest for the weary when it comes to Kingston. Back to pass, Malinowski this time. Gilliland smacks him down along with help for the rest of the GCA defensive line. Help that time coming from also Nick White. Boy, Nick White is an impressive-looking athlete in there.
He is. You're not going to miss him. He stands about 6'6". So, but good play by the JV defensive line there, getting pressure, getting through, fighting through, and again, this is the starting offensive line for Kingston. So, good job by those young guys on the JV defensive line.
3rd down, 18 yards to go for a first down. The line to make is just inside the 20 at the 18. Here comes Malinowski, going to keep the ball on a read option. Malinowski is going to make it down to the 30, to the 25. And inside the 25 to the 23. It's going to be 4th down and 5. Good job by Malinowski.
Malinowski's running the ball, but I'm just watching big Nick White. Nick White is like Andre the Giant out there, just shoving people around. He's going to get some playing time as the season goes along. Count it down, Bob.
We're counting the play down. 5, 4. There it is. 3, 2, 1. And the horn sounds, and win number 2 of this great 2013 campaign for Grace Christian Academy comes with a road win against a tough Harriman team. 34-6 is our score. The Rams on top. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more post-game comments, scores from around the area, as you're listening to the post-game show on 92.3 FM.
Extreme value on carpet, Fraser's has it. Extreme value on hardwood, Fraser's has it. Extreme value on vinyl, Fraser's. You see where I'm going with this, right? Extreme value on all floor covering, that's Fraser's. Fraser's massive in-stock selection means big buying power muscle, and that means huge savings for you. Fraser's. Call today for a free in-home estimate, 546-4850. That's 546-4850.
Frasers, I like your style.
There's one great thing about a family-owned and operated business, and it's a business that really cares about their customers. And that's what you can say about Fox Toyota in Clinton. Exit 122 off I-75 North, right there at Fox Family Lane. That's where you'll find Fox Toyota, long recognized as one of the finest Toyota dealerships in all of America. Today, why don't you go by there and shop? Proud sponsors of Ram Football, Fox Toyota, located in Clinton.
We'll have other statistics and comments at the end of the postgame. I'll tell you the final score here was Grace 34, Kingston 6 on Kingston, the Yellow Jackets' home opener here in beautiful Kingston, Tennessee. It is officially known and listed online as Roane County High School. But for any of us old-timers and for all of us here in the press box and for everybody here in Kingston, it's Kingston High School. It doesn't matter what you say. When you come to the field, there's a big K on the field outlined in blue and highlighted by burnt orange. They are a team that is going to be, I predict, a team to be reckoned with, not just next year, but by the end of this season, they're going to be a very difficult team for other people in their district to contend with. They're going to do nothing but get better and better. I think Coach Brian Pankey may have something special here.
Yeah, he's loaded here at Kingston. He's got a tremendous amount of athletes. All of them, most all of them, are very young, sophomores and freshmen. So, Bob, you're exactly right. He has got a ton of talent in the cupboard coming out. They're going to keep getting better. Again, this is a new system, new offensive system. He didn't have a chance to go through spring practice with them, went through fall camp with them, installed all of these new plays. You know, this is a team that ran what we call our ace formation. Last year, they ran the wing T around here forever. And, to switch over to this pistol formation, that's a tough transition. These guys are doing a great job of it. Coach Pankey's got a great team lined up here. And I'm telling you, next year at Grace, this team is going to cause some havoc.
Better believe it. 34-6, the final score. Grace out on top. We'll get some other scores from around the area, but you are going to listen to, he's not a substitute. He's the assistant head coach, John Brewster. Why? Because we crowned him as such. And we're going to have him on the postgame show when we return. You're listening to GCA Ram Football at 92.3 FM.
Where do you go for quality windows, dependable windows, those that'll help you save money in winter and in summer? It's Window World of Knoxville, simply the best. They don't stand behind their product. If you've seen the TV ads, they stand on them. Call 938-0314 and ask for Mark or Claudia Shepard. 938-0314. You should see these beautiful windows, highest quality, rated by TVA, and ready for you to buy. 938-0314.
There's nothing better than Friday Night Football in East Tennessee until the next morning you're so sore you can't get out of bed. Hi, I'm Tony Campbell for Campbell's Pool and Spa. I'm no doctor, but I do have a cure. Hot water therapy, a 20-minute post-game soak in a hot spring spa from Campbell's will relax your muscles and joints and restore mobility to tight ligaments and tendons. Relax. Schedule a test soak today online at campbellspools.com. Hot spring portable spas delivered to your patio in less than a week. It's a game changer.
Okay, I got to say this. We're back, by the way. Coach John Brewster, assistant head coach, Grace Christian Academy, is with us. Randy McCamey going to head off to Annapolis, Maryland to see you-know-who. Big Will is up there. A salute to all of our midshipmen who've been listening to this game tonight in Annapolis, Maryland. I like that. I like the fact that that's happening. But Kara and Randy headed up there, and we pray for their traveling mercies as they go. And, of course, Randy's still wrapping up a few last-minute details with his players. Mike West is down on the field. He's going to be collecting some players for us. But in the booth with us is from, ladies and gentlemen, his coaching position sometime earlier at Oneida. Is that right? At Oneida is John Brewster. John, how you doing, brother?
Doing well, Bob. Thank you for having me on.
Now, all you got to do is talk. I'll hold it. John Brewster, coming into this game, you knew you were coming into, shall we say, a bee's nest. But as it were, this is a team that has scouted you, Coach Pankey. He's a very good coach, and they were well coached.
Oh yeah, Kingston staff. They do a tremendous job. I've known a lot of those guys for several years, and man, he has a great staff, a great young team, and I'm telling you, they're going to win a lot of the ball games.
You saw it just before the end of the first half. Maurice Lane got loose on a long run, which was most of the 76 yards rushing that they had to have for the first half. You could see that Lane, being a freshman, is going to be something special in the future.
Oh yeah, he's something special for sure. Every time he caught the ball in rocket sweep, we were holding our breath because he's a kid that can go 90 yards, in the blink of an eye. So our kids did a good job of wrapping him up, but he is a special athlete.
Are you a little surprised that Grace Christian Academy scored 27 points in the first half, held to a single touchdown in the second half? That was something that kind of struck me, and the final touchdown sort of put the lid on it with 5 minutes left to go in the game.
Right. Well, part of it, a lot of the conditions. We really felt like we needed to slow it down in the second half because it's so muggy and humidity is so high, and kids from both teams, they're both in great shape, but there was a lot of cramping, so we were just trying to get this thing over with as fast as we could.
Comment on the crowd coming from the Carnes area of Knoxville to see their GCA Rams all the way down here to Kingston. Good crowd all the way around, great home crowd as well.
Oh yeah, it was. This is what high school football is all about. Kingston has a lot of tradition. They've introduced the state championship team, I guess, earlier. So, it's just awesome. For me, I've been a public school guy. I was a public school guy for 11 years. So coming back into this environment, it's special. Our kids really enjoyed it. And, man, this is what high school football is all about.
Hey, some 32 years ago, I traveled down to Oneida as a Seymour Eagle, and we got our butts jumped on 14-0 in the first quarter. We ended up winning the game 38-14, but what a great tradition with the Orange down there at Oneida. You leave all that, a lot of pomp and circumstance, tremendous backing down there, and you go to a private school situation. It's a little different, but what a great crowd we had.
Oh, yeah, it's great. This place, Grace is a private school, but also it's kind of like its own little community in Carnes. I teach there at Grace, and I can walk 100 yards to where I go to church at and where my kids are at. So it's private, but it's got that hometown, small town atmosphere there also.
People have taken to it. Talk a little bit about the play of Devin Smith, your fine senior quarterback, who had a couple of picks, or one pick that is. One pick during the game didn't seem to bother him. He still was able to hit people out the flat and make the offense go.
Right. Devin's a special athlete, and we're going to let him go. We've got a lot of trust in Coach McCamey does. Coach McCamey does a tremendous job. We were talking about earlier, it's a nightmare. I'd hate to defend us because we can be in wing T one play and we're spread the next play and good at all. We're basically running 2 or 3 different offenses within one, and Randy just does a tremendous job with it.
Well, and of course, as the game was winding down, Grace was needing a sort of a game-capping drive. Jake Walslager up with a big over-the-shoulder catch and a pass from Devin Smith. Talk a little bit about that play. Twice I've seen Walslager get loose.
Well, we worked on that this week. Jake is a special athlete. There's going to be very few kids we see this year that's faster than him. And, we knew Kyron probably wasn't going to play. We tried to keep that hidden all week. So, Randy did a great job of moving kids around. We had special plays, that kids were going to be in there. And, we had a lot of kids step up that hadn't played a lot. And, when we get everybody back healthy, we got a chance to be pretty special.
You think of a great play that you got from, obviously, Nathan Silver. Also tremendous play from Spencer Green. What a great job he did this week. And we're going to be speaking to, in just a few moments, the truck, Wade Slutz, and the biscuit, Heath Hatmaker, when we return on GCA Ram football in 60 seconds.
To trust someone with the building of your home. That's your home, and you're putting your major investment into it. Call Kane Construction Company at 242-0929. That's 242-0929. Eric Rose will make sure every detail is paid attention to so that you have the home that you want at the price you know that fits into your family's budget. Kane Construction Company for minor repair or major construction. 242-0929. You're looking for elegance in furniture, you're looking for one place, and that's Consign to Design. Every time you walk in their store, it's like walking into a new store. The perfect place to shop when you didn't know what you were looking for. So for elegant furniture, gently used, at a not-so-elegant price, it's Consigned to Design. Level Heights Shopping Center, located just off Kingston Pike in Knoxville. Locally owned and operated. Look over their beautiful selection today. Consigned to Design. Level Heights Shopping Center.
Now we've had our Coach's Corner with Coach Brewster. Thank you, Coach Brewster. And now it's time to talk to the players, my favorite part of the game, as we get ready to wrap up our broadcast from Kingston tonight. Heath Hatmaker, number 78 center for the GCA Rams, in the studio with us. And Heath, you were able to move the line of scrimmage downfield quite a bit.
Yes, sir. We talked a lot before the game about establishing the line and being physical and being real tough up front. We did good at double and sliding. We had a lot of guys in the secondary going after linebackers, and anytime we can shut off those guys, it gives running backs an extra time, extra space to get downfield.
It looks like back on Tuesday you were struggling with some shin splints, but it looks to me like you got over there. You're a senior. You know how to play through pain.
That's right. We've been icing a lot. Getting scraped, our trainers have been great. But, it's just one of those things when you step on the field under the lights and it's Friday night, you forget about all the pain and you forget about what's wrong. You just play football. And, I just thank God that he's given me the strength to move on. And, so I'm sure next week we'll keep icing. But, we fought through it tonight and we had a good time.
Human nights, you guys are soaked. Was I think really fatigue was starting to set in for both teams.
Absolutely, it was very humid out tonight. Everybody's soaked. We had a lot of cramps. I was actually second half. I was cramped up the whole first drive, and we had a lot of guys start to go down, but all these guys fought through it. Dylan Todd started to cramp. He fought through it. DeMarcus Inman, Nathan Morris, all the starting linemen, Clay Keaton, all these guys were.
How good is it, though, to have those second guys with the JV team step up and be able to sell you in the third and fourth quarter? That worked out well.
Oh, yeah. Those guys are great. Those guys give us a good look during practice, and, they put in a lot of hard work. And, it's great when you know that the guys behind you can keep the lead and can really compete, not only just run clock, but they can really fight for what they got.
A final score, 34-6. Drake's getting the win over Kingston. As Heath Hatmaker bringing it down. Let's say a big hello to Mike West as he interviews Wade. Plus, the truck is in the house.
Thanks, Bob. We're here with number 3, the truck, Wade Sluss, starting outside linebacker. Wade, great game here in a tough environment.
Thank you. Coach Minga and Coach Trey for putting us in the position to make these plays tonight.
I think Wade's made several tackles. I think the unofficial count is somewhere around 11 or 12 tackles. And you're really, coming into this season, Wade, you were not slotted as a starting linebacker. You were actually playing cornerback, but actually went in the weight room, worked hard, and moved up to the outside linebacker position.
Yes, sir. When they told me I was playing, that they were going to switch me to linebacker, I was kind of shocked, but put a lot of hard work in the weight room this year. Credit that to Lincoln as well for getting us in good shape out there. And shout out to all the second team who came in. They played a heck of a game.
Absolutely.
Wade, I think you like contact. Am I right?
Sure.
Here you are. How much do you weigh?
155 pounds.
I mean, with a soaking wet with a pocket full of rocks, and this guy is it. He's got to hit a battle on every play. I like the way you play. Keep doing it that way. That's the way football's supposed to look.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Wade, I got to ask you about this. Listen, you're 20 yards downfield. You're mixing it up with a guy that's twice your size, an offensive tackle that's trying to block you downfield. Tell us what's going on. A senior, no less. He's down there. You're wrapped up, but you're fighting every play. That's what I love to watch about you, Wade. You and the defense fights every play until the whistle blows.
We just got to be physical out there, and that's what Coach Green and Coach Minga goes ready for every week. Just go out there and be physical and don't quit till the play ends.
Tell us, hey, Wade, you're a sophomore. Again, you weren't slotted to play. You weren't slotted to start. You were going to play this year, not slotted to start. Tell us about working, how hard you worked to get yourself into the starting lineup this season?
It wasn't just me working hard; it was everyone working hard. And credit that all to Lincoln. I mean, we were out there doing sprints till we were throwing up, man. We just kept going.
All right. One more question. I'm going to let you go because I know you want to go celebrate with the team. Listen, crossing route across the middle. Ball floated up over the middle. It almost picked off by Jeffrey McReynolds. And tell the listeners what you did on the backside.
I jacked him up.
That's the truck. Wade Slush jacking somebody up. Back to you, Bob.
Wade Slush, sophomore, right here on GCA first game, but that's going to wrap it up for us. So we got a good ball down. Oh, look, he was scared to death. Our final score, 34-6, Kingston win over Kingston. And of course, going at home at Great City Academy and the Good Sports Complex. As Great will host Summerville Plains next week. Airtime 7 o'clock, kickoff 7:30. Right here on your GCA fan station. For my best, I'm Bob Bell with 92.3 FM. Hold on.
Thank you for listening to Grace Christian Academy Football live on 92.3 W22B. Tonight's broadcast was sponsored by Fox Toyota Scion in Clinton, by Consign to Design Furniture and Collectibles, by Campbell's Pool and Spa, by Window World of Knoxville, by Kane Construction, and by Frazier's Carpet One. Be sure and listen next time for exciting Ram football with play-by-play from Bob Bell and Mike West. Catch area high school highlights on The District each Saturday morning with Bill Minott here on 92.3 W22B and Talk Radio 760.